believe we're just 1 week away from Christmas? Hey, it's Rich. And today in Family Matters, I want to talk about what it means for us to experience joy this Christmas season. We'll see the word joy all over the place. Matter of fact, our life application with our elementary school kids this month is joy. We sing joy to the world. Joy is written and heard all around us. But do we really experience joy? You know, sometimes we interchange the word joy when we're happy. And when we're happy, when all of the things are well, then we would say we're joyful. And when things aren't going the way that we would want, we would say we don't have joy. You know, joy is much bigger than that. It's a much deeper feeling, and it's not always loud, and it's not always big, and it's not always fun. Matter of fact, in Luke chapter 2, verse 10 and 11, when the angels announce the birth of Jesus, he says, "Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which will be for all people." You see, this joy of knowing Jesus, this joy of experiencing Jesus, this joy of even hearing the news about the birth of Jesus. It's not about a temporary feeling of happiness. It's a much deeper feeling. And so I want you to know, it doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't even matter where you are right now in your home. You may be having some tough times. You may have had a rough year. I want you to know that you can experience joy. I think that's one of the reasons why God sent Jesus to be born in a manger. In this humble birth, he showed that Jesus was available for all. So what's our application this year? Sometimes the holidays are hard. Sometimes just keeping up with the schedules is quite challenging. What I want you to do is I want you to reflect on the joy that comes from knowing Jesus, to the joy of knowing that God sent his son to earth as a baby so that we could experience abundant life now and the promise of heaven one day. You see, that abundant life is expressed in joy. It's even one of the fruits of the Spirit Paul writes about in Galatians. For the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy. You see, part of the fruit of our life needs to be joy. One of the things you might want to do, moms and dads, this is an exercise for you. You might want to take a blank piece of paper and write down what are some of the, if you're not experiencing joy, what are some of the things that are robbing you of joy? And my guess, you're going to find most of those things are temporary. Most of those things have to do with comparison. Most of those things are there because the thief wants to steal, to kill, and to destroy. He's wanting to rob you of your joy. And you'll find, I think, those things are temporary. Jesus wants to give us much deeper meaning. And that is something we can experience true joy, not happiness, true joy.